Worthless Mutts here, Gore the dog butcher. Some days, some nights I should say, I just can't sleep. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's insomnia. I doubt it is, but there's just some nights I just can't sleep where I'm up just looking at things, and then one thing leads to another, and here I am looking at more dog nuttery. So, what I found, I'm on Facebook, just scrolling through a few things, and an article regarding, I guess it's parvo. It's a disease that affects dogs. I've covered this once before in a previous video, but there was an article regarding, some animal shelter that had killed dogs because of polvo and et cetera, et cetera. It was a long article, and I didn't want to, share this long article and read it. But nevertheless, I found a few other articles relating to this disease called parvo, which basically, comes from dogs or unvaccinated dogs. And I think vaccinated or unvaccinated doesn't really make a difference, because these dogs will always be nasty. They will always be disgusting. They will always catch various diseases and parasites. So vaccine or unvaccinated, not even that, not even Pfizer can even help out a worthless mutt. So one of the articles I wanted to share with you is this one. Happened maybe 2 months ago. 3 dogs confirmed dead due to parvo outbreak at Kalamazoo homeless encampment. So they say that, here they go. They say that dog was so loved here. A lot of tears have been shed, said Clark, 55. Here they are, bawling for a worthless mutt who stays at the encampment occasionally, but has been living mostly at the Kalamazoo Gospel Mission on and off since 2010. And again, I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it. Dogs only love food. They're only with you because of food. So, dog lovers or the average person looking at this would think, oh, here are, homeless people, and the dog stayed with this homeless person. That means that this is unconditional love type of thing. But again, I guarantee you that this homeless person was still feeding this dog. And again, it has nothing to do with, love or a dog's emotions or etc. It's all about food. It comes down to food. Do you think you can just take up any stray dog and and since all dogs are man's best friend, that they're going to be cool with you? Of course not. You got to use food. Then once you use food, and they're going to get comfortable with you. They're going to stay around you just because of food. So it doesn't matter if you're homeless, rich, middle class. In the day, it all comes back to food. They add, the dog was one of at least 3 confirmed with the canine deaths at the encampment due to canine parvovirus breakout at the encampment. So here we are in this other so-called pandemic that's been going on for 2 years, and people, they were willing to change their whole lives for it. But for these dogs, it's like, homeless or not, but it's like people are willing to stay 6 feet away from people. The other days, I'm walking on the sidewalk, and I see people walking on the roads to avoid me. And deep down, I'm laughing at them like, what are you doing? But here we have these people. Again, I'm not attacking homeless people, but I'm attacking these dog nutters that will, they will kiss and make out with their dogs. They probably even bathe with their dog's drool. And they don't see anything wrong with that, but they would actually walk on the road to avoid people when they're walking on the sidewalk. Wow. So again, this is just and look how long this article is. Oh my goodness. Look how long this is. And when these dogs bite and kill someone, it's like you only get like a paragraph or two. And there's some that you may get maybe 5 of them, but usually it's like a blurb. But since 3 worthless mutts die from this disease, they get a hefty big article. Maybe just because I'm on using my mobile, but still, this looks like a long article. Because even on the mobile, when you search dog attack, it's like a paragraph. But because 3 worthless mutts died, it's like they put like a whole essay for the world to read. Like, seriously. No. Here's another story. Happened 2 weeks ago. Utah dogs and puppies seeing alarming increase in parvo cases, says Humane Society. So again, I like to compare this 2-year, going on to maybe 3-year pandemic to these dogs. I like it because it's the perfect example of how twisted humanity has become. In this so-called pandemic, people are turning their whole lives around. They're doing things that are just not natural, that are just like, what are you doing type of things. But when it comes to these dogs who are known to carry diseases and parasites, it's like they don't budge, they don't flinch. The CDC doesn't say anything. Bill Gates doesn't say anything. Fauci doesn't say anything. No one says anything regarding keeping safe from these worthless mutts. They don't say a single thing. But for the other thing, they are going to turn everyone's life around. So they say one of the state's leading animal advocates is asking eutanes, never heard that word, seen that word before, to better understand and be aware of the risk of canine parvovirus. I mean, what more, like, what else do you need to do? You stay away. Like, if something is disgusting and causing problems, you either eliminate it or you stay away. There's like no in between. That you or you could at least treat the thing. But in terms of dogs, it's either you stay away or you eliminate the thing. But here we are. It's like they're not panicking. They don't. Dog lovers aren't flinching. Like, this is crazy. And 32 cases, and imagine one case of the other thing, and that would make people freak out. But 32 cases, and none of these dog lovers even flinch for a second. And look at this. Look what they add. But first this, vomiting and diarrhea are hallmark symptoms of the disease. And I gotta ask, did these dogs eat it? Anyway, sorry. And parvo is a very scary virus that can cause deadly vomiting and diarrhea. The good news is that vaccinating your dog provides excellent protection against canine parvovirus. But this does not protect you from everything that these dogs possess. Remember, these dogs are naturally disgusting. They're walking parasites, basically. Make sure to work with the veterinarian. Again, they're talking about vaccinating your dog, and it's kind of funny how all this is happening while the other thing is going on, and it's funny how dog lovers cannot see that there's something going on. That there is something going on, but again, it's a mental illness. I get it's a mental illness, and these dog lovers are not going to stay away from their worthless mutts. As tempting as it may be for new puppy owners, we advise against taking them to parks, pet stores, or any areas highly trafficked by dogs. But you already know how dog lovers are. They don't care. They're gonna do whatever their dog wants. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. Not even the veterinarian can tell a dog lover what to do. Unless their dog is dying, then maybe they'll listen. But overall, dog lovers they don't like to take orders from people because they're busy giving their dog orders, basically. Or sometimes their dogs even run the house. So these dog lovers are very messed up people. This article says protecting dogs from parvo. I'm not gonna read all this, but again, it's just dog propaganda. Dog propaganda. And the best way to protect yourself from parvo or from any other disease is by getting rid of these filthy things. These things look like dirt. Not even dirt. Even dirt looks pretty good. These things look like I can't even say garbage because these things look worse than garbage itself. It's like I can't find the word. Worthless. Yeah, worthless is a great word to use, but it's so hard to find a word that could explain the hatred for these things. So again, get rid of the dog. Eliminate the dog. You don't need a dog. I mean, you can have a dog, but if you don't have money, if you don't have air, you don't have food, then you can't survive. But if you have money, air, food, then you can survive. You don't need a dog. Dogs are worthless. I'm sorry, I might be rambling because it's so late and I'm tired, but I can't sleep. Last article. It says 5 ways to save your pooch from parvo. And again, let's see what they say. They say vaccinate your puppy. Again, this does absolutely nothing. It says keep your dog close when in public. Again, you know these dog lovers. They have to let their dogs stray. They have to let their dogs roam and smell crap. These dog lovers are incapable of following rules. They are incapable of following rules. Maintain basic hygiene. How do you maintain basic hygiene when you're living with a filthy, disgusting, worthless mutt? I don't know how that makes sense. It's like maintain perfect hygiene when you have bags of garbage and recycling in your room. It doesn't make any sense. You think if you want to maintain hygiene is to get rid of the garbage, clean your room, eliminate anything that is causing any stench or any problems. So why not eliminate the dog? Avoid touching other dogs on the road. I don't even think dog lovers can resist not touching other dogs. Or maybe they can, but again, these are dog lovers. They have to grope dogs. They have to touch dogs. They have to feel up dogs and make out with dogs. Because it's a whole part of their mental illness. And look at this, deworm your dog. Again, this is just disgusting. Like, as a dog lover, you reading this, like, you gotta think. Dogs are disgusting. I'm talking about vaccinating. Keep your dog close to you. Hygiene. Don't touch other dog. This is like COVID restrictions, basically. But these dog lovers are choosing to live like prisoners. Like they're choosing to live like prisoners. All for this nasty, disgusting thing. Look at it. This thing looks so stupid. Like this thing looks so friggin' stupid, man. Like I just want to just like thump it in his face, man. Like, it looks so dumb. Oh, again, always with this stupid mouth open. Oh man. Again, I'm just again. Google is a very useful tool. Like I said, it's very useful, but there's a lot of things on Parvo, other news stories, other articles regarding Parvo and dogs. And again, if dog lovers knew how to use a search engine, and again, sorry, I'm sorry. I the first time I learned how to use a search engine was when the internet was like had barely began. This is when we were using Netscape Navigator. Has anyone ever heard that Netscape Navigator back in those days, or Internet Explorer back in those days? And I learned since then, grade 3, maybe grade 4, how to use a search engine. And here we have today a lot of these dog nutters, dog lovers. They don't know how to use a search engine because they don't know anything regarding dogs, period. Everything they think they know is all based on emotions and feelings and what they see on TV or on YouTube. They don't know anything. I don't know anything about dogs either. I don't know a damn thing about dogs, and these dog lovers know nothing about dogs, but they act like they do. But they can't even use a search engine or even look at a book or like do something. But God, this ignorance thing, this needs to stop. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah. Anyway, so I was tired. It's 3:20 a.m. Probably won't post this later on in the day. Just want to share this because I can't sleep. So this is another worthless mutts, and remember, it is okay to hate dogs.